How's everybody doing? It's good to see you. We've got another installment of the Rig Rundown series, and today we're going to do bass guitars. So, we don't have all that many basses here, but we have some really great basses, some really good and important classic sounds to go over. The first one is going to be the Fender Jazz Bass. Now this particular Fender Jazz Bass is really cool. It's a 70s era jazz bass. It sounds amazing. And the thing that I want to say about it is there's certain kinds of basses that are just classic sounds, it's the sound of rock and roll, and a Fender Jazz Bass is one of those basses. It's very important to have in your arsenal. We've got another one here, and it's just as important, historically, classically speaking. It's a Fender Precision Bass. Now this is actually, to be specific, a limited edition Tele Precision bass. And what's going on here is it's modeled to look stylistically, let's say aesthetically, like an old Fender Tele bass, but it really, at the end of the day, is a Fender Precision bass. And that precision bass sound is another one of those classic sounds. It's the sound of rock and roll. If I had to choose one bass to have on every record, if I could only choose one, this would probably be it. It's a really cool bass, Fender Precision Bass. We've got one more bass to show you here today. It's the Rickenbacker 4003S. So this is a really awesome bass. It's also a very classic sound, but it's a little bit more specific. Like, you hear P bass on everything. Rickenbacker was a little bit more of its own thing. You had it like with Paul McCartney and Geddy Lee and like Chris Squire from Yes and people like that. It's really punchy in the mid-range. It really sounds like its own thing. It's a really awesome bass to have in the studio. These three sounds come together as a pretty nice little collection of sounds for bass on these records. So thanks everybody for checking this out, and also thanks to Jackson, my son, who actually plays bass on a lot of the sessions that we do here. So I appreciate him for doing that, for sitting in with us on this video. I love going through all this gear and geeking out and stuff, and we got more stuff to go through. We've got mic preamps and compressors and microphones and all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll do some more for sure. Glad for you guys to be checking in on this, and we'll talk to you next time.